Hey everybody, it's Booray from Tampa, Florida, and today we're going to talk about a very cool video light. It's the Zhiyum Molus G60. This is my new favorite light for lighting my YouTube videos. As always, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. You'll see examples of my work, and you'll also see a lot of funny memes because I post a lot of funny memes on Instagram. So be sure and follow me there. And join my group on Facebook. It's called Pro Photo Talk with Booray Perry. It's a great community, a great place to ask questions of your fellow photographers. And if you go into the description, you will find a link to my gear page. All my gear is listed there. And if you click on something and you buy it, I end up making a couple of dollars from Amazon. And it's a great way to support this channel. All right. We have to talk about this light. So I did something I normally don't do. If you have a YouTube channel, you'll get a lot of emails from companies that want you to do a review on their product. And they're like, hey, we'll send you this product for free if you'll do a review. And most YouTube reviewers will tell you that they give it an honest review. You know, even though it was a free product, they give it an honest review. And I'm absolutely that way. If you go back and look at my reviews, you'll see that I'm not shy about saying, you know, I don't like this, or maybe you should change this. But this is unique because on this particular light, I actually reached out to them and asked them to send me one because I saw it online and I was just like, this is a really cool looking light. And I've been looking for something for a while. I've had a lot of video lights on the channel and I've had a lot of different ways of lighting my videos. And I've been looking for something for a while that was small and compact that I could mount on my desk and have it mounted all the time. So when I wanted to sit down and do a video, I could just turn on the lights and go. I didn't want to have to pull my light out of my stand. I used to have a big light on a stand and I would set it right here. And my thing is, I don't like to work. So any impediment I can remove from working, the more likely I am to do it. I want to be able to make it very easy for me to be like, oh, I have an idea. I'll just sit down and make a video about it. So this looked like it might answer all of my problems. So I contacted them. I said, hey, send me one of these. And they did. In fact, I like it so much that it's lighting me right now. They sent me two. And this is my fill light, which I normally have sitting right over there on a stand. But instead, you're just seeing me lit with my main light, which is sitting right there on a stand. And I have these mounted to my desk with a couple of cheap stands, and they bounce into the wall in front of me. So if you look at my face compared to some of my other videos, you'll notice there's a little bit more darkness here. It's because I don't have a fill light on me. I just have the main light. So this video is being lit by this light, this 60-watt Little Wonder. So let's talk about all the detail stuff on this light right off the bat. Let me just get all the nuts and bolts out of the way. This comes in a combo pack. That's what they sent me. And in the combo pack comes the light, a power adapter, a mini reflector and dome, a softbox, and a Bowens mount. So let me show you what comes in the pack. Here's the light. Here's the mini reflector. So you take the mini reflector. Whoop. Turn this around and bang. Now your mini reflector is on. All right, let me kick this, change this so I can see what I'm doing. So now this is your mini reflector. It also comes with a dome for the mini reflector. So you're going to get a harsh light without the dome. You put the dome on, it's like a big giant light bulb. And this is very cool. Comes with a little mini softbox. Check this out. I'm going to open this up. Stretch it out. And it actually, there you go. It actually has a little thing here. I've only used this once, and so it's taken me a second. But once you actually know how to do it, oh, that's right. You grab these two little tabs on the side right here, and you just pull it down. There you go. It's really easy to do. I just haven't done it in a while. Look at this little softbox. Look at that. And it snaps right onto the front. Snaps right onto the front. There you go. Whoop, I popped it off. There you go. Look at that little bad boy. Even comes with a grid. Right? So if you want to put the grid on, right? So now, I'll be honest, I tried lighting my videos with the softbox. I tried lighting my videos with the dome, and it worked. Don't get me wrong. It worked. It gave me the light that I needed. But if you know anything about me, you know that I am a big fan of bounce flash, and I am facing a white wall. There's a white wall right on the other side of the camera. And I know from experience and my experience as a professional photographer that a softbox, even a great little softbox like this or a little dome, it's never going to give you the nice, broad, even light that you get from a giant softbox. The larger the softbox, the better. And there is no larger softbox than a white wall. Because once the light hits that white wall, then the whole white wall becomes this giant softbox, and you get this nice soft light that you're seeing right here. You notice like there's no harsh shadows on me. There's no hot spot on my forehead. It's because I'm just bouncing the light right into the wall. And this is just one light. One of these 60-watt lights. So that's what comes in the kit. Oh, by the way, they also have lots of other great stuff. The company, Zhiyum, everything they make is very cool. Just very cool. The design is very neat. I love the orange accents. You might notice like right behind me, right here, this is their 40-watt light. See that? And just the other day, I was messing around with this, taking self-portraits. A great little 40-watt light, self-contained battery. And this is the stand that they make that telescopes out. Just tons of great stuff. Oh, and I also forgot to show you, it comes with a special Bowens mount. So you can take the light and you can mount it into the Bowens mount, and then you can put any kind of softbox that you want on the Bowens mount, anything that will take a Bowens mount. So that's the combo pack. Retails for $249. Let me make sure I've got that right. Yes, $249. And what you really want to do if you're going to look at this light or any of these lights really is you want to go to a local camera store if you can, so that you can put it in your hand, so that you can talk to the people there, and so that you can also be sure that you get a good warranty, because local camera stores that sell over the counter always get the best manufacturer's warranty. So down in the description, I will put a list of camera stores here in the U.S. that carry these lights, and you can go there and check it out yourself if you're close to one. If you're not, I'll also put a link to Amazon so you can pick one up there. But listen, buy local. If you can, buy from a local camera shop, because these are the people that are there for you when you need them. They're the ones it's the easiest to return. They're the ones it's easiest to ask a question. So absolutely go to your local camera store if you can. So the whole thing is about the size of a Rubik's Cube, right? Very small, very cool. The white, the black, I love the orange accents. Design is important. Sometimes you're like, who cares? But other times you're like, yeah, that's cool. I like that. So it comes in at 300 grams. Doesn't weigh a whole lot. It's 90 by 67 by 67 millimeters. I'm trying to keep this metric for those of you who aren't in the U.S. Is that millimeters or centimeters? Millimeters? I'm guessing millimeters. Listen, you can see how big it is. The light output on this is 2,376 lux at 1 meter. Now, if you put the dome on it, what do I do with my dome? Not the dome, I'm sorry. I call it the dome. It's not a dome. Line up. There we go. The reflector, if you put the reflector on it, then it will put out 11,194 lux at 1 meter. That's bright. And that's what I've got going on right now, is I've got one reflector on the light that's sitting off to my right here and bouncing into this wall, and it's lighting this whole video. It will take DC power, direct, and it will also take a 100-watt fast charger of the Type-C connection. So if you have a 100-watt fast charger, right, one of those big battery packs with a Type-C cord, you can plug it right into the side, right here, and power it on the go. So you don't have to have it plugged into a wall. You can just plug a charger into it and take it with you. So it's very versatile in that respect. Now, here's one of the other things I love about this. You know, I said it comes with the power adapter, right? It comes with the cord. That cord, I wrote it down. I was so surprised. It's about 4.75 meters long, 16 feet. I measured the cord out at 16 feet. And that was so nice because I had to run cords underneath my desk to get them all over to go to these poles and run them up the sides and then point them at the wall. And I was like, well, I bet I'm going to have a problem. I bet I'm going to have to get some extension cords. No, the cord is 16 feet long. So that's excellent if you're working with these and you've got them plugged in. You've got this nice long cord to move around your studio or whatever you happen to be lighting. It's got a 1/4-inch mount, and this is cool. You see how this is? You see this back here? Here's your 1/4-inch mount right here. What you have to do is you have to pull this down, and it's stiff, but that's because you don't want it to move, right? You pull it down, and now this is your 1/4-inch. So you can just mount it right straight to a tripod with a 1/4-inch if you want to. And then right here is your power connector. So you can see on the Mac 2 dials, each one has a button. This is your dim dial for going up and down. Here, let me do this. Where is my power cord? There you go. So you can see what I'm doing. Let me plug this in. All right. Power up here. Press and hold. And now we're on. So if you look here, you can see this is your power. You dial it up. And this, on this side, is your color temperature. Color temperature goes from, I wrote it down, 2700K to 6500K. And this is your color temperature. If you press these buttons, then it just does jumps for you. So like with the power button, if you press it, that's 100%. That's 0, turned off. That's 50%, 100, back to 0. So you can just click it, 50, 100, back to 0. And the color temperature will do the same thing. It'll jump through, put it back to 100. It'll jump through different colors ranges for you. That's it. There you go. So it's easy to use. I did not have to read the manual. I just plugged it in and started pressing the buttons and turning them, and I figured it all out. Now, there's a couple of other things that come with this particular light that I am not able to show you because this is an early production model of the light, so it wasn't all, installed and working properly. One of the things that the light has is a live mode. So when you've got the light set to live mode, you have it so that when you provide power to the light, it comes on automatically. You don't have to use the power switch. So for example, these two lights that I've got set up here, I could run them both into a power strip and then they would just always be on. And I would just turn the power strip on and it would turn on both my lights. Right? So that's very convenient. Like if you've got a constant setup that you use, say for photographing, small things, maybe you do product photography, you got a constant setup. You don't want to have to turn on every single light as you go along. You want to be able to just hit one button and have them all come on. My mouth is dry. Hang on. So that's a cool feature. And the other feature is an app. They do have an app for your phone that allows you to control the lights and to set scenes and different levels for the light and do all of that. But because I have pre-production or early production models, these lights, my lights don't have the Bluetooth software inside that it needs to hook up to the app yet. So I can't really show you the app right now, but they've got it. Most every light that gets sent to me has some sort of an app that works that way. So who are these lights for, I guess is the big question. And the thing is, it's a 60 watt light. It's a bright 60 watt light. You'd want more light than this if you were doing serious video production. They also make a 100 watt light, which I have sitting back there, and I'll be doing probably a video on that later. They have a 200 watt light that is on the way. Oh, let me show you this real quick. I wanted to show you this. Let's turn it on again. One other thing I did want to show you. Do you hear that? Listen. It's right on my microphone. Yeah. That's the fan. Yeah. Nothing. It's as quiet can be. And every light that I've tested from them is that way. Just unbelievably quiet, which you've got to have if you're going to be using them for something like YouTube. So I really think one of the best uses for this light is YouTube videos, is what I'm doing right here. You just can't beat a light that's this small that you can very easily mount and either point at the wall in front of you or have it come back with you with a dome or a softbox, or if you want to put it inside the Bowens mount, any softbox that you want to put on this. If you want to put a big softbox, because you don't have a wall to bounce into, then put a big softbox on it. If you've got one or two of these at $249 each, that's all your lighting, right? Two of them, that's $500. And you've got the ability to change. This one's brighter, that one's brighter, set your ratio, do whatever you want with your lighting with these two tiny little bitty lights. I really, really like this light. I'm so happy that I have it because being able to sit down and do a video or two a week very easily without it interfering with my normal life, without it interfering with my desk. Listen, I envy the YouTubers that have a full-time little studio set up for doing this stuff, but I don't. Because I just don't have the space for it. So I do it right here at my desk. This is where I sit all day when I'm working on files and talking to clients and stuff like that. And so I really wanted to be able to have something set up permanently all the time that I didn't have to really mess with much. And man, this really has hit the button for me, because here's the thing. I'm not going to be looking for any more lights now. I've been getting video lights for years and trying them out in different configurations and different things. I had flat panels. Somebody sent me some flat panels. I put the flat panels up. No, that wasn't any good. I've tried big lights. I've tried different things. But this one, this little gem, this does everything I needed to do. And if I want to take something on location, this with a battery power pack, that's about as small as you're going to get for this kind of quality level of light. So it's a lovely, lovely light, and the design is fantastic, and the company, as far as I can tell, just recently started going down this road of producing these lights, and they're really stepping it up now. They've got the 40, they got the 60, they got the 100, and they got the 200 on the way. So pay attention to this company if you need video lights, and see what they're going to come up with next, because I feel about this the way I felt about Godox when Godox first came out with the 200, the 8200. I was like, oh, what is this company doing? And then I've been watching them ever since, and using their products. And that's the way I feel about Zhiyum, is that they are a company to watch when it comes to video lighting. Now, if they can just go into flashes, that'd be great too. I'll be sending an email tomorrow. Hey, send me that flash. I want to try out that flash, because if it's as cool as this light, you're going to have another customer. All right, don't forget to throw me a like and throw me a subscribe and click the notification button so that you'll know when I have other videos that come up. Don't forget, I've got the little super gratuity thing down there if you want to throw me a tip. Again, it helps me to keep this channel alive. Thanks for watching.